Session 0. Vampire the Masquerade. Kansas City by night. Broken City. So in Session 0, what I like to do is give everyone a chance to kind of introduce yourselves. You guys have already played together for D&D and stuff, so you guys are familiar with each other, but without revealing too much about your characters, really just character names and your clan, just to kind of break the ice and get you guys used to. So, Jason, if you want to go ahead and start.
Okay. My name is Jason Hannon. I will be playing a character named Derek Barry Abner, and he hails from Clan he hails from Clan Malkavian.
Right. I am Ashton Wake, although most call me Asher, and I'm from Toreador.
Candace, I will play Regina Black, Clan Nosferatu.
I'm Devin Brewer. I will be playing a character of Damon Moon from Clan Ventru.
And I am Matt. And I am your storyteller. Kansas City has been through some hard times. The prince that most everyone loved, and if not so much loved, they at least respected her. She's dead. The prince that's taken her place, David, from Clan Ventru, is very young and very, very insecure, very green. Clan Gangrel has completely abandoned the city. They could not take the persecution any longer. It's a clan that felt like they've been ignored for quite some time. And to add persecution on top of that, well, that's just too much. Clan Bruja. Well, most of the clan years ago had decided to abandon and leave the Camarilla. They had some that stayed. Some that were in Kansas City that decided the Camarilla was still worth it. But now, even they have completely left the Camarilla. Some may have loyalties, but they are, for the most part, have joined the Anarch cause. From someone on the outside looking in, it seems as though the Anarchs are winning. So, that is why the Chronicle is called Broken City. You guys wake up for the night. So if everyone would give me a hunger roll, please. So it's going to be just your red die. One red die. Did you have a symbol, John?
Now I got a wild card. It's black.
Blank, your hunger will go up to 2.
Oh, just
6 on my rise check.
So your hunger will stay the same at 1.
9.
What's that?
9.
Okay, so your hunger will also stay the same.
That is
That is a success, so your hunger will stay the same. A 2 on your hunger. It's not bad yet. You're able to still kind of put the thought of on the back burner. But the need to feed is growing stronger. You can feel the pain in your stomach and your chest.
I think it might be time to order some food.
You wake up for the evening to a very cold Kansas City evening. The streets are still kind of wet from the rain. There is a very thin blanket of snow on the grass. The cold doesn't really bother you very much. You being cold individuals yourself. But just to kind of play the part, you might raise the collar just a little bit and lower and hunker down from the wind. Then we will start with your character. You awaken for the evening. Does your character have a haven? You don't have a haven. So you're probably still staying probably with your sire. So you awaken and you can hear the cars still kind of honking. You live in you live off not too far from Troost. It's where most of the action is for your character, for your sire. Troost, Paseo, that sort of area. So you can still hear some honking of the cars and whatnot. It's not too late. Your kind actually kind of enjoys the winter because the sun goes down quicker. So it's just about 7:30 or so when the sun goes down. Your sire, Damon, let me talk to you.
I'm listening.
You've been doing a good job. You've been collecting payments on time, keeping everyone honest. I appreciate that. I think it's time that I release you. You're on your own. Now you can always come back to me whenever you need anything. Clan Ventru will always have your back. When he says, I release you, you kind of feel like a heaviness, like a pit in your stomach. It's almost like someone just punched you right in the gut. But hearing those words at the same time, you feel free. After all, your sire is a free Ventru, being an anarch. So, your sire just kind of looks at you for a while to gauge your temperament. Do you try to hold back anything from him, or? Do you allow him to kind of see the
Yeah,
shock and the?
I allow my emotions to take control of me just a little for a split second, not even a blink. So it like hits my face and then I go right back to who I am. Cuz I kind of had a feeling that this day was coming. I just didn't know when. And now it's here.
He smiles at that. I appreciate the sentiment, but among our kind, you're going to have to keep that under wraps. Don't tip your hand. To help you kind of through everything, I heard I've got a friend of mine. Her name is Camille. She's got, I don't know that I could call him a young one per se, but she's got child there. I think he's got really good potential. I think he could help you, and ultimately maybe even help Clan Venture. Maybe you could meet with him and talk with him, and see what he says. His name is Asher.
Asher. What clan is he from?
I'll let you figure that out on your own.
And his mom is Camille.
Mom. His sire is Camille, yes.
Science.
Good one, I enjoyed.
Mommy.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
How do you suggest I get into contact with Asher?
Well,
Guess I'm gonna have to figure that out on my own too, huh?
I'm not a dick. Oh. Did I tell you if Camille owned anything or not? If she was negative? Okay. All right. You can probably find Camille at Club Aura. Just go to Club Aura. It's over off of Main Street in Westport. And if you find her, you're more than likely going to find Asher.
Okay.
Hook up with him. See what happens.
Well, I will be in contact with you a little bit later. As for now, thanks for everything. That's the door I go.
Yeah. Is there another place that you would go, or are you going to stick with?
I mean, at the moment, I probably have enough money to buy a haven. Something small, maybe a shabby apartment, something something nobody's gonna be like, okay, he has money. Something a little low, off the radar.
Okay. Would you try to do that now, or would you try to meet with Camille first?
I was gonna go meet with Camille
Got it.
first.
All right. So we're gonna hold there, Candace. Your character wakes up to the normal ambiance of the sewers of Kansas City. You can hear the dripping of the water.
Scrying of rats.
A little maybe rat movement here and there. And you hear the cough from your sire. Now, obviously, your kind doesn't need to cough. You have no need for breath. Most of the time, you don't even breathe unless you actually try to breathe. So his cough is probably just something out of habit, something he's kept from his days as a mortal.
Morning, Russell.
God, I hope not. So, Regina. Sorry. Through brain. Regina.
Russell.
I think it's time for you to sprout wings and fly from the nest. I think you're ready.
What exactly? I'm a Nosferatu. I'm not exactly welcome.
But even in the light, there's always shadow. My child, I think it's time that you learn your place in the city. Clan Nosferatu is all about information. And well, I sired you because you're just another pretty face.
Yeah, that's all I was to you. You were jealous.
Be that as it may, you have a certain set of skills that most Nosferatu do not have. You know how to talk to those people. The quote-unquote high clan. Please. Most of those high clans wouldn't know their elbow from their asshole.
So, did you change me because I was a pretty face or because I was a social butterfly?
We'll find out if you're actually that social butterfly. I have someone for you to meet. Oddly enough, she came to me. I know, right?
I'm sorry, did you say a highborn class came to a Nosferatu?
I don't know if I would call her highborn or a high clan.
Does she look normal?
Normal is a relative term, dear.
I meant looks, not mental state.
No. I've actually compiled a bit of a list. Some up and comers that I've been keeping my eye on.
Not a shocker.
Yeah. Jasmine Wells. She came to me about her child.
Why does the name sound familiar?
Because she's one of those. She's a primogen. Well, she's not exactly a primogen. Word is that the prince asked her to be primogen of Clan Nosferatu, and she told him exactly where he could take his offer.
Where the sun doesn't shine?
Oh, I'm sure it was a much more nefarious place. Knowing Jasmine.
It's not really a shocker.
But for all intents and purposes, Jasmine is the primogen. Most of the Malkavians go to her.
See, I knew that name sounded familiar. A Malkavian came to us. Or you. For her childhood?
That's one of the more exotic names on my list.
I can see why. They're sometimes all nutcases. They're worse than us.
No. See, for all of that insanity, there is reason. At one time, Clan Nosferatu used to be the ones who looked forward.
Not back.
They were the ones that we went to if we wanted to know exactly what was going on. But how times have changed.
And we're at the bottom of the food chain. Hence the sewers.
But when we bring the city to heal, no one will be the ones expecting the sewer rats to be at the root.
And that's half the fun.
So, that's one name on the list. I think his name is Barry something or other. He had like it was a weird last Abner or something like that.
I may or may not have heard that name thrown out.
Well, the other two names on the list are not as exotic. One is from Clan Toreador. His name is Asher. Word on him is he's some kind of a hillbilly or something. I don't know.
And that third one that's on the bottom of the list?
Also, not very exotic.
Excuse me.
He's a blue blood. Ah, but his sire is not someone that you would expect, being a Camarilla Nosferatu and all. His sire is an anarch. I think he could be a way that we figure out exactly what some of those anarchs are up to.
It's possible. But you also have to inhabit his sire may be Anak, but he may not.
That remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking you want me to meet them.
I mean, you can figure it out. Whichever one you want, I don't care.
I'll take my chance with the Malkavian first. You know very well the Blue Boys look down on us.
Everyone looks down at us, and let them do that at their peril.
I might have better luck with the Malkavian. Where can I find him? And don't say the asylum.
No, not the asylum. You can probably find them. Where would she find your character?
Well, considering what you told me about that one strip, is basically the only safe place you can feed for now.
Start at Bazookas.
There is.
I see you now.
I know.
Very well. And if I can't find this Malkavian, where would I find this Ash?
Oh, you can find him with his sire, Glabora. That's the easy one.
Well, looks like this Malkavian and I will be talking about. Don't worry, I'll be back. All of my stuff's here.
Will you be going straight to Bazookas? Okay, so we're gonna freeze rain. Done. Your character will probably be spending most of your nights at Glabora.
Sounds good to me.
Camille has a haven that is right above Glabora. You wake up to the sound of music playing, which is
A great way to wake up.
not unusual at all for you. I mean, living above a rather popular nightclub. For a moment, you just lie there and allow the bass of the music to just kind of reverberate all the way through you. But you also have this annoying little nagging feeling in your stomach. The hunger has risen just a little bit. You decide to go ahead and just say, we're going to make a day out of this. Tonight is going to be a good night. And as those thoughts are going through your head and you're enjoying this, the door opens up, and there your sire,
My lady.
standing in all of her beautiful glory. She just looks at you and she's just like, Astra, still abed at this hour.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. I'm getting right up. Sorry about that. What do we got going on today?
We have something to talk about.
Sounds
Something
like
that
something important this time.
pains me to say.
Pains you?
And you can see a bit of emotion kind of come on her face. The very first emotion that you kind of see. Well, go ahead and give me a wits awareness roll, real quick.
What am I rolling?
Wits awareness.
One black, one red. What am I? What?
So okay, so with your
Oh, that
rolls,
matches.
whatever your hunger is, whatever your hunger rating is, that's how many red dice you will roll. And then you'll
We need wits and awareness. Wits. Okay, 3 awareness. 3. So 6 blacks.
so what you're gonna roll is you're gonna roll 4 blacks and 2 red.
Oh, okay. 6 total. 2 of those are my hunger die.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, you said come on my face.
What?
You said a look comes on her face.
Oh yeah.
You said come on her face. I just thought what happened? Can you help me? I don't know how to read this.
Yeah, he got a messy critical.
Oh.
2 10s, one of them red, and then 2 regular successes. So a total of 6 successes.
The first messy critical.
Oh,
of
how
the-
else would I
And it's
start a
no,
game?
and it's the first roll of the game.
Oh, the first roll is a messy crit. Is this how this game is gonna go? It's gonna be great.
And it wasn't
Oh.
there.
In the words of Deadpool, this shit's gonna have nuts in it.
I literally said that under my breath like 10 minutes ago when we were talking, like having an air conversation. When we were talking earlier, I was like, "This is-" and then he just said that, and I was like, oh yeah. My conscience has confirmed it.
It's a good thing you got that blood back.
Essentially, since I have 2 of everything, that's the most critical.
No. The ones with the stars or the fangs, those are like basically the 10 of the die.
Uh-huh.
That means you have to have 2 of them in order to have a critical. But if you get a red version and you get it with any other 10, it's called a messy critical, which means it depends. Most of the time you succeed.
Yeah,
Just
so
again,
a
what's
messy
happening.
critical is only when you get this on your hunger die.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What did I do? What have I done?
Go ahead and roll a regular D10 real quick. One with numbers on it. And let me know what the number is.
8.
8. Okay.
Thank you, last time.
So you see this look on her face, and the very first emotion that you see is anger. And your character gets an overwhelming sense of paranoia.
Did I do something?
And then you just see one single red streak come down her face. I have to say something to you that I never wanted to say. But it seems as though I don't have much of a choice. Asher, I release you.
What do you mean?
Without having to really explain it, you can feel what she means. Suddenly, you feel almost alone. Where there once was a very strong connection between you and your sire, it was almost palpable, where you could almost feel it. You guys have been connected for so long. Like over 100 years, you've been connected to her, and now that connection is gone. It almost for a second feels empty, but at the same time, it's almost the same feeling that you imagine Pinocchio would have when the strings are cut. You are now, she looks at you and she says, you are now your own kindred. You are no longer beholden to me.
So there's nothing you're sending me after or to do. Just
No.
on my own now.
You are your own kindred. Your actions will represent Clan Torador.
I will not disappoint them.
This is very hard for me. I've talked to a fellow ally would be a very strong word. Someone that, well, even trust is a very strong word. Someone I have a mutual respect for. His name is Victor. He is a Ventru. His childer will be coming here tonight to meet with you. I suggest you hear what he has to say. My advice is for you to try to form a coterie. You are not technically of the young ones, but I will admit that I have sheltered you longer than what I should have. I've kept you protected from the big bad world of kindred. But now it's time. It's time for you to figure things out. It's time for you to carve your own place in the city. I have chosen to be Anarch. Not because I really care about their movement. I think their movement is mostly poppycock. It's useless. They're little revolutionaries. They burn really hot, very quickly, and then they die out just as quick. The Camarilla, on the other hand, it stays. It's strong. As long as you don't have an incompetent ruler. I cannot stand this poor excuse for a prince. This fledgling. Little better than a lick. And I will not call him my prince.
Well, I guess for tonight then I stay here, enjoy my night until hopefully who you says is coming comes. Care to go down and have a drink with me as a farewell?
One final drink. We will drink to your good health. To your success. And even then, she still has a tinge of sadness to her voice. So you guys make your way down to the club. When you get to the club, the smell of human sweat. There isn't very many people out yet. It's still kind of early. But there is enough where you can almost feel the energy of these people dancing. You can feel it like a tender caress against your skin. It rouses the hunger just a little. you're able to keep focused on the task at hand and beat it at bay, but the sound of the music beating against your chest, the smell of the human sweat, the feel of the blood rushing through their veins, it's almost intoxicating. It's even affecting Camille just a bit. You see her just kind of stop and you can just see a slight smile on her face. This is her element. This is her stage. You watch as she doesn't just walk. She glides across the dance floor. A few movements here, a small dance with a couple of the guys who actually get the courage enough up to even approach her. And you notice that when she glides away from them after dancing for just a moment, they're just kind of left in a silent, stunned look on their face, just like, that just happened. She makes her way over to the bar, where the bartender doesn't even hesitate. Pours her a glass of what looks to the onlooker to be a nice glass of red wine. But the consistency is just a little off, just a little different. You can smell the blood from here.
I'm getting hungry.
And you go over, and she offers you a glass.
Well, I wouldn't say no.
It's not really enough to slake a hunger, just a taste. But it's enough to tease the beast inside. That hunger just kind of like, really? This is all I get? But you have that drink with her. And about that time, as you're savoring the last drop of this sanguine tasting blood, this what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, sanguine. As you're enjoying the last drops, you see an individual that you've never seen in this club before. Almost has the looks of a Native American. As Damon walks through the door. Damon, you are experiencing something. You felt it kind of before, but in a different way. It wasn't nearly as much energy. But in some of the drug houses that you've been in, going to collect money for your sire, you've kind of felt this energy. But this is a different high. This is a high on, for lack of better words, a high on sex. The base is a very, very sensual feeling. The people moving on the dance floor, the smell of the blood, the smell of the sweat. It's just this side of bearable. So, I imagine that you take a second to just kind of take this in and allow your body to kind of get used to the feeling. And as you open your eyes, you see a gorgeous redhead walking toward you. Walking is, well, that doesn't quite do her justice. She is stalking towards you. She puts a little fingertip right on your chest. You must be Damon.
And who might you be?
Mm.
Is the question.
It is not me that you came to see, my dear. But Victor didn't tell me that you were so cute.
Well, Victor didn't say anything about you either.
You have very nice manners. Well, Damon, Asher, Damon. Play nice, boys.
Well, I don't play any other way.
And with that, she makes her leave.
Huh.
So, you must be Ash.
That I am. Damon, I believe she said.
Yep, that's me.
So why is it you came here looking for me?
Well, let's just say I might need little help. I wouldn't even call it help. I would call it a huge favor. Maybe even a job, you could say.
Well, you know when it comes to huge favors and jobs, you either get a huge favor in return or a little bit of payment. We talking about a tit for tat kind of situation?
Well, if it plays out right. You got a more secret place we can talk about this?
I'm sure she wouldn't mind if we headed upstairs for a moment to discuss things.
That'd be awesome.
All right. You guys head upstairs to speak, and we are going to stop right there for you guys. Jason.
Sorry, I'm waiting to do this. I know this has been like starting to do Niagara Falls. I'm trying to be quiet for everyone else. That way I'm ruin there. Somewhere. Okay.
So, for ease of story's sake, your character had actually spent the day at Bazookas.
No problem.
Your sire had requested your presence. The night before, when you had showed up, you were kind of expecting to hear from her as far as, like, why you had been summoned. But she was very cryptic. She focused mostly on her work, making sure that the girls stayed in line, made sure that, the dancers were taken care of, and even went out on the stage and did a couple of dances herself.
Well, I would totally drink this in, and being what I am, I'd probably, maybe the reason I woke up not so hungry is because I had a little bit of fun that night.
So tonight when you wake up, your sire is waiting for you.
Make sure that, before he this has probably happened to her so many times, she's probably at first it got annoying, and then finally it's like, you know what, it's going to happen this way. He makes sure that he's presentable, he gets into a nice clean pair of jeans, he's still got the old, greaser mentality going with the white shirt, and boots, and all that. But it's got to be nice and clean and fresh, 'cause it's a sire, And so, and he makes sure, brand new shirt, clean, hasn't been worn yet. And if you were to go through like some of the if you even had a dresser, you'd open up and there'd be white t-shirts in a bag that hadn't been opened yet. And he'd open up one, put it on. But he only does this like when he's getting ready to meet somebody new. Otherwise, he just pulls them out, But he pretty much wears the same thing all the time. So he's got like 10 or 20 sets of exactly the same clothes.
Right. So you you wait patiently as she kind of collects her thoughts. We've had a very fun run, haven't we?
Yeah, I would say we have. He's like looking around. Is there anybody else in the room but them?
Did you do? This is the Haven part of it.
Oh, yeah. She ever said those type of words to me before? Like, we've had a pretty good run.
No.
He says like he's a little nervous, so he says he's looking around.
What's your character's first name again? I can't remember.
Derek.
Derek. You've got like 3 first
Well, I got 3 days. Derek, Barry, Abner.
names. Right. It's very hard to
I was half expecting you to say it. For a second.
No.
2. Derek. I'm releasing you tonight.
Let's look around. Is this about the woman last night? Because I swear I only sipped. When I left her room, she was fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's time that you go out and you figure things out for yourself.
Oh, shit. You sure? Okay. I'm not questioning you. I was just curious. Did I do something wrong?
You're definitely doing something wrong now.
Okay, I'm shutting up now.
I did not make this decision lightly, Derek. I want you to know that I do trust you. I believe that you will do well. But you shouldn't be out alone. You're not quite strong enough yet to go out it alone. You should have a coterie. I have a short list of names that you should probably check out. I've already talked to one of them. There is a young and up-and-coming Nosferatu. I think she's going to do really good things. She's going to be strong. And she's not as...
I just have a question. I'm sorry. What's a coterie?
It's a group of vampires that's... You will help each other.
Oh, like a gang.
Sure, if you want to call it that.
Okay. Continue, sorry.
Anyway, this young Nosferatu, she's not as unsightly as the others. For Nosferatu, she's actually quite comely.
Oh, okay. I would use the word approachable, but yeah.
Approachable.
Yeah.
I really hate that word.
You say tomato, I say tomato. I mean,
So,
Yeah, that word. That's the word I hate.
look, if you say she's a cool cat to meet, she's a cool cat to meet. I trust you. Like you trust me.
well, it's not just her. There is a young Ventru that I've been kind of keeping my eye on.
He's not the prince, is he? Or anything close to the. He's not related to the prince, is he?
You know, I would never say this in front of anyone else. But if I were to do anything with the prince, I would probably rip his pathetic head off.
I'd be there with the dumpster so you could toss it in. Chased a lot of my friends out of town. I did not like that.
Yes. And there's also a Torador.
Oh, okay. They always throw the best parties.
His sire is definitely known for throwing some very, very good parties. You've even been to a few at with me at Club Aura.
Oh, is that really cute redhead?
Yes.
What's her name? I've been always
Camille.
Camille.
She's mine. Quit hitting on my bitch.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, she made me.
Okay.
She's been passed around more than a blunt at a Snoop Dogg concert.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah.
around a lot longer than one too.
Sure you want to hit
Oh,
Okay, so is this
I
like an
don't think I
associate
ever
verse?
talked.
It is her childhood.
Oh, okay. I didn't know she had a kid or a child.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. What's his name and when do I meet him?
His name is Asher. But I think the first one that
Oh,
you
yeah.
will meet is the Nosferatu.
Okay. Where should I go to meet her? I mean, I know that it's a stereotype. They usually hang out upstairs, but are there other places that she would probably be hanging out that I should meet her?
Well, as the stars would align for you, I've already talked to her sire and having her sent here.
Oh, okay. So I just stay here and wait, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I should get some blood ready for her. Did she state whether or not she likes a particular type of blood, like O positive, or does she like to eat hookers or dancers or anything like that?
I don't know. This is for you to find out, not for me.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try to figure that out. Should I go?
Yes, please find out who that is.
All right. I walk over to the door. Hello?
It's one of the dancers. There's this really strange girl in a black hood here to talk to him. She was very off-putting.
I look at my sires. That sounds like her, right?
She actually smelled really bad.
Oh, that's got to be her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just thank you very much.
Where's my phone?
I gotta do it. I look at my site. I gotta do it. Just forget about all this. He just walks out the door and heads downstairs to meet her.
So, you go downstairs and you see
She didn't mention what her name was, did she? Or did she?
I don't think so.
Okay. I walk over. Hello. I'm sorry, my sire did not, or the lady at the front door, who met you at the front door, did not mention your name. My name is Derek. You're the person I'm supposed to be meeting tonight, and he holds out his hand.
Regina.
Regina. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Do you have any particular refreshments you would like? You have dancer or anything like that?
I'm very particular about my food.
Okay. Do you want to go somewhere and talk, or is here all right? Or
A little more private.
Okay, he looks around. There's obviously like the private booths where the dancers would probably go, and it's like he looks for one that's open. It's like we'll go that one. This way, please.
It's still really early yet. There's not really anybody there at the club to do anything. There might be a few early bird guys there trying to.
He'll take one of the really expensive rooms, so it's less likely to be disturbed.
Well, they don't actually have a room per se. They do have an upstairs part.
Oh, okay. He takes her there then.
Field trip to Bazookas. So we can learn the layout.
I know that'd be funny. I like go to bazookas. What are you doing? You're walking around. I'm just getting ideas for my next
For my
game.
vampire session.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're going.
Yeah, you can tell him that. I'll be busy.
The messed up thing is that would be the reason.
I took 20s.
So he takes her upstairs.
All right.
Thank you for that little more privacy.
Oh no problem.
Excuse my rudeness. I wasn't exactly sure why my sire told me to come talk to you.
I'm not either. I mean, this literally was sprung on me in the last 2 minutes, and so I'm like, me meeting you literally is 2 minutes ago.
So it's not just me this is from.
Okay. Do you want to sit right here? And he points to the center chair of the 3 chairs sitting up against the wall.
Sure.
He's
Get up and move.
like, thanks. And he sits in the chair literally opposite of you in the center. He sits down. He's like, so, you probably know more than I do. How's this going? We're supposed to create a coterie or something.
My sire didn't even tell me that.
Oh my god, okay. Well, my sire said that I've been released, which kind of was like a kick in the gut. At first I thought, oh shit, she's releasing me and she's gonna kill me or some shit, like I did something wrong. But then she said, no, everything's cool. It's just, it's time for me to move on. And I guess it's time for me to move on. It's been what, 50 fucking years or something like that? It's been several decades, so I guess it's time for me to move on. But then she said, it's best that, you get out there, you get with some people, create a coterie. I didn't even know what the hell she meant at first. And then she said, other vampires. I was like, oh, like a gang. Okay. It's like, okay. So, see, I don't know how this works. I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything against Malkavians? I have nothing against the rats. And I mean rats in the most respectful term. Not rat as like a sewer rat. What I mean rat is like resource acquisition, the acronym, resource acquisition technicians. Because 9 times out of 10, you guys, man, whatever other people flush, they discover, those those things that people discard, they place in their fucking mantles.
I may be a Masquerade too, and I may be good at getting information, but I'm more of the social butterfly.
Oh, so you kind of went like a different angle. That's kind of cool. Okay.
Well, different angle because I don't look exactly like the other Nosferatus.
I'll admit, I've met a couple of my day that are a little, loons, but I think that whole weird loons thing is kind of a bad marketing.
It's not the only Nosferatus that have a bad title.
Oh
Also,
God.
Malkavians.
Yeah. Oh, well, every clan's got their bad title, right? Except for the Caitiff. Although the Caitiff, since they have no apparently bad titles, that's their bad title.
As far as I know, the Toreador and the Venture do not have a bad title either.
Well,
They're considered more blue bloods.
oh, I see where you're going. I thought you were talking about when it comes to all of our little problems we each have. I mean,
I don't think those two have any problems, except with us.
the Toreador have a tendency to obsess about beauty, and the Venture, God, they gotta run fucking everything.
Well, that's where our little issues come into play. I was told 2 other names.
Oh yeah. I was mentioned out of character. There's just one other. I wasn't told about Adventure in the Toreador, right?
Yeah, you were told about Adventure in the Toreador.
Oh, I was. It's like yeah. We got Adventure and a Toreador apparently.
Asher and David.
Oh, good.
Asher would probably be a little more convenient to find for you.
Oh yeah.
Not really my cup of tea.
Well, okay. If you put me, I don't have one, but if you were to put me in front of a computer, I can find anything for you.
He's would be at Club Aura with his.
Oh, I've been there a few times.
Yes, well, from the look of the young lady who opened the door for me, I don't exactly belong.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
The smell is more off-putting than my look.
Well, you know, once you get more once you get more experienced in some of your powers, from what I've heard of, especially one that we share, you can look like anybody. I'm hoping that one day to pull that one off. Can you imagine me looking like George Clooney? The women are already falling over me to begin with. But when I get that ability, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be using that. Hello.
I think we need to go to Club Aura first.
All right. I have a tendency to talk people's heads off. So if you need to tell me to shut up, just like, shut up, Jason. Or just shut up there.
I'm a little more polite than some people. But I will tell you, I did tone it down a little because us Nosferatus, we don't get a lot of
Talkers?
Rachel to deck.
Oh, okay.
per se. As you can tell, we're not very presentable, and not a lot of people want to come down to the sewers to see us. So
Give me a set of galoshes. I'm down there.
it's not as bad as everyone seems. So, Club Aura?
Let's go. And since I've been there a few times, it might be easier to get in there because, it starts, as we walk out.
All right.
As soon as we walk out of that booth, my head's coming back.
You guys make the short walk. Well, it's actually not quite short. It's a nice little distance from 17th and Main to Westport.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would probably end up catching a bus or something. It'd probably be a little quicker. So, you guys get to Club Aura. Again, you can, before you even walk into the building, you can just feel the vibrations of the beat hitting, the music. And by the time that you guys get out there, it's close to now 10 o'clock. And the lines are beginning to form. Not quite like to its normal.
I'm gonna check.
Not quite to its normal busyness, but it's starting to get there.
Hey.
You walk into Club Aura, and they take you directly to a table that these two have already kind of taken up residence in.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, holy fuck. Can you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Take a seat.
First Nosferatu?
No, but you just caught me off guard, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. I do apologize.
Trust me, I've had worse insults. It's not the first.
Off to a good foot, I see. Alright. So, how can I help you two?
We're actually here for you two.
Yeah. Apparently we're supposed to become a group or something like the Beatles or some shit.
Calm down, big boy. I did see that glare. You think we're here to kill you, you got it all wrong. Our sires want to create a coterie between the four of us.
Oh, so,
What she said here.
so, y'all ain't the only ones to hear that recently, huh?
Tonight, just in fact.
Yeah, this shit was
Tonight,
starting on me
really.
last hour, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Did you all get released tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Swift kick in the nuts, yeah.
Do you want the sarcastic joke or the actual?
I'm just trying to process what all's going on here.
I'm taking it we were all released and told to come meet each other. Fortunately, you two were the first to meet together. I chose to follow him and get in touch with him because, well,
Yeah,
the look alone.
It is almost Halloween. They might have let you in on some technicality.
Watch it, Blue Blood.
All right, sorry.
How's it going though? Anyway, coterie doesn't sound too bad.
I mean,
Considering the
we
fact
are.
that we are now on our own. I wouldn't mind, making some friends. Considering the fact that my sire held me well, I wouldn't say way too long, but he held me a little over.
I would say way too long.
Well, being out on our own, I mean, once released, if you don't got anything to fall back on, you kind of need some kind of safety net out there, especially what we are.
Right.
Yeah, I just do think that coteries don't always work out the best.
Well, yeah, a lot of coteries end because the people that come together are very young and they burn out like a wildfire. We got we got a little bit. Actually, how long have you been with your sire? I mean, I've been with my sire for a number of decades. So
It's been about 150 years.
oh god, you beat me by 50. Shit. Okay, so we got at least. Well, how long have you guys been?
I've only been here.
Would be your true age.
I've only been here 84 years. So
Okay, so it's a little bit longer than. Well, actually,
I'm still kind of new.
how about you?
90.
Okay, so I'm maybe a few years longer than you, but yeah. Actually, wait a minute. Are we counting how long we've been the way we are, or how long, including when we were born, as in our mortal days?
We'll just include the whole sum of it.
Okay, then you're kind of the elder of this group. If anybody's going to be calling most of the shots, I said most because we all should have say so. I think it's this guy right here.
Well, no. Are we sure we're going to go through with this group here?
I mean,
Well, I don't really have anything else to do, so.
well, let's just start off by doing this.
Shots?
What's your intent? What is your overall
Political leanings?
opinion on the Camarilla?
Yeah, political leanings, okay.
In the sewer.
You don't like that, do you?
Honestly? Was my human life perfect? No. Is this any better? Not really. Do I mind it? After a little while, you kind of get used to it. What I don't like is the blue bloods looking down on me and the Malkavians. That is an issue. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
I don't look down on it. I just didn't expect to see you down here.
What's your political leanings?
From what I hear, your side is an anarch.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a little difficult.
Not really. I find it quite easy.
It
'Cause,
might be difficult if you follow the Camarilla rules.
I don't like their rules. I don't like, well, quite frankly, I don't like any of them.
So honesty through and through. You're to the bones an anarch.
You could say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to try to ask you. I'll let you go last, unless you want to go before I do.
Oh no, feel free.
All right. Me, I'm a disgruntled fucking Camarilla. Okay. I believe we need rules. But we don't need to be putting our boots on everybody's fucking neck because, well, look what happened to the Gangrel. Look at what happened to the Brujah. Well, if the higher-ups in the Camarilla, at least in this city, keep putting their boots on everybody's neck, soon there's going to be nobody but, let's say, one clan that are running everything, and everybody else going to rip them to fucking shreds. And I don't put you in that because you're an anarch. I believe that but here's the problem. I believe the Camarilla needs to exist in a different form. With the current regime, they're fucking destroying it. And they drove out a lot of my fucking friends. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I don't have that whole xenophobia thing with the clans. I like all the clans because everybody's a different taste of blood or Kool-Aid or whatever. Everybody's got their own cool things going on, and I like to sample a little bit of everything as friends. Hell, this coterie, if it becomes a coterie, this coterie here or this possible coterie here tonight, we got 4 different clans representing it. That gives us all as a group power. More power than most people would have by themselves. And you know what? If we all have our own political leanings, or at least our ideas of what our political leanings should be, put them out on the table. We all get a good whiff of each other's butt and figure out whether or not we can deal with each other. And if we all have common ground, who's to say we can't rebuild the Camarilla, or rebuild another form of the Anarchs, or come up with something new and better? But, to make a long story short, too late. I am, for the most part right now, with the Camarilla, only I'm getting pushed and pushed farther and farther because I'm watching what's happening to everybody else I liked, and I'm not liking it, and I'm getting pushed and pushed more into the corner of joining the Anarchs. There's my political philosophies right now.
Let me tell you, you can just join us. Everything you said there. Everything you said there sounded about right to me. I hate the divide.
There's only one.
We've got an entire clan of people that won't even come around here.
Okay, here's my one problem with it. My one major problem. You guys don't really you guys are kind of like the Camarilla, only you don't say you're the Camarilla. There's one law we all agree on. Okay, the Masquerade. That one you can't fucking argue. But then it's like you kind of want the rules. There's a lot of you that want the rules of the Camarilla, the other traditions, and then not. And it's kind of like I don't know what to fucking trust. So it's like I'm afraid it's gonna be that one song. It's like say hello to the new boss, same as the old. At least if we rebuild, if we were to rebuild the Camarilla, break it down at least in the city from the down up, and get the right people running it. You got an organization that's still around. It's holding on. The only reason it's crumbling slowly is because of the way it's being run by some of these fucking insane motherfuckers. You know? Point being is, that's my only reservations with the Anarchs, is that you don't have enough foundation. You don't want to put enough rules to make it a strong enough foundation. Hence, you got the Sabbat. I mean, they're all but almost dead, but they keep sneaking into your ranks because they're easy to hide in my ranks. That's one big problem I've heard about. Mind you, I mean, most of that's down south near Mexico. At least that's what I've heard the rumors of. But if they can send cells up here and then nobody's noticing them, that's a bad thing, especially when they're mostly found among the Anarchs. You know? Secondly, see, that's one major thing. And secondly, if you're not established enough rules, enough of a foundation of a government, you could so easily become the Sabbat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not trying to piss on you guys, piss on your guys' organization, but those are my reservations. But hey, shit keeps going bad here. I might just have to join it anyway. Can we all agree though? Can we all agree the Prince of fucking city needs to be fucking killed or replaced or something? Or is that just me?
He makes the Markavians look sane.
I don't know whether to be insulted or compliment.
We're in a pretty public place to be talking like that, to be honest with you.
Well, you want to go talk about this somewhere else or secretive?
We're fine here for the moment.
Okay.
About the time that you guys are talking about possibly taking this somewhere else, Jasmine walks up to the table. She sits down. She crosses her legs. She looks at you for a second. Just kind of nods her head at Derek. I'm glad that you found each other. But now let's see if you can actually work together.
You got something in mind?
Yes, I have something in mind.
See, I knew them with everything.
I've been working with all of your sires. Well, I am your sire. For a common goal. I want you guys to figure out a way to get to know Mayor Lucas. I want you to find out everything there is that you can find out about him. I want you to find specifically dirt. Something that can be used to blackmail him. We need to
Here's name again, sorry.
Shane Lucas.
Shane Lucas.
We need to figure out a way to cut the feet from underneath David.
I think I'm in agreement with you there. Without a doubt.
Never before in any city that I've ever heard of have the Camarilla reached out.
I was with you.
You drippy boy.
It's because you didn't close it.
I didn't close it.
You guys
Look, I
snap it,
heard
dude.
something tripping. I'm like, what am I? Am I losing my mind? Where was I at?
Cutting the feet off of David.
Yeah. And then I said I'm with that.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
never before any other city that I've ever heard of have multiple Camarilla kindred and multiple Anarch kindred reached across the aisle to try to work together for a common goal. We all kind of understand that all of our enemy is, well, the current regime. And it needs to go. So, find out any dirt that you can on Mayor Shane Lucas. Each of you have unique gifts for this venture. From computers to parties and ears everywhere and contacts. You're still sitting here.
If there's anybody I know here
I
who
haven't
should
finished
be
my
good
drink
at
yet.
getting information,
But I'll be gone soon.
Probably be both of them.
And then he like just drinks.
yeah, I was talking about me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. Alright.
But you're pretty sneaky, I believe.
You have me mistaken for other Nosferatus.
I apologize.
It's kind of an opposite thing we're sharing because I'm more of a computer guy, can get information, and I can hide too. I can hide. So it's kind of like almost like this reversal thing. It's really weird. I think we're destined to be a group.
Is she still at the table? Is she?
No.
Okay.
Although we better get going because we sit here too long, we're gonna start annoying her, and we don't want to.
Oh, she already left.
No. Like we got to get going.
Oh, okay.
Because she sees us sitting at the table too long, she's gonna get annoyed. And if she's my sire, you don't want to annoy her. And I can be pretty fucking annoying.
Where's she?
Well, first of all, we're trying to get information on this dude, right?
No.
Well, let's get up and start walking towards the wall and talk about this.
Let's get on the move now.
Question: does anyone have a car? Because I don't have a car.
I do not.
And I would assume you don't. Do you have a car?
I do not.
Okay, I guess we're taking the bus. Does anybody have any change for the bus? I was only getting enough to get down here.
Or we can go to the sewers.
Okay, that is the fallback method. Do you guys want to go to the sewer for that?
I'm not going through the sewers.
Okay, because I guess we're taking the bus and you're paying for both of us.
I don't love the idea of the sewers, but maybe new places aren't always bad.
Let me guess, you don't have no cash either, right?
I ain't riding the fucking bus either.
Okay, well, you could call a taxi or an Uber. I can't pay for it, and I'm assuming you can't either.
I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Didn't know I was running with broke.
One of these days, we'll go to the sewer. Don't worry.
I didn't either.
Galoshes or no galoshes, I'll do it.
This is absurd.
Even though
No
my
shit.
kid has
I mean, we're dead. We can't get infected with anything.
The only problem with going through
So you get a little dirt on you. You just wash it off later. Plus, I have like
You know what? When the Uber driver gets here and we all get in, he tells you you can't. You can take the sewers.
Well, if he tells her not to get in the vehicle, I'm not
I'm
going to
pretty
get
sure
in
the
either.
mom came in and probably
Yeah, fuck that. If he's gonna leave her, I ain't gonna. We're gonna do this as a
All right,
group.
I'll tell you what. Let's get this Uber here.
Maybe he'll be a guy with no sense
Matt,
of
what do I
smell.
have to do to eat the Uber? It's my predator type.
Yes,
It's my predator type. Yeah, like Uber drivers and Door Dashers, pizza delivery boys. That's who I eat.
This is why I'm glad I don't have any prey exclusion flaws.
I literally at any point can pull out my phone and be like, "Let's order dinner."
We'll get a drive. We'll get a drive-through. We get delivery.
Nothing.
Okay, I eat his ass when he gets here, then, and then I drive his car to where we're going.
When we get in the car,
Okay,
my character.
here's the question that I asked.
What?
Are you going to kill him?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna incapacitate.
You're going to incapacitate him?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So you're gonna knock his ass out.
Yeah, dude. And then I'm gonna give him a little suck, and then I'm gonna take his car for a joyride. And when he wakes up, he'll be none the wiser.
We should put him in the truck for now.
We're going to have to
Wait
talk
till-
about that later. Okay. So how do you incapacitate him?
Okay.
Before he no. When he gets to the first stoplight or stop sign where there is no other cars around, I just choke him.
You should probably make sure it's a stop sign and not a stop light.
You're right. Well,
Cameras.
Are you going to be sitting next to him, or are you going to try to sit behind him?
I'm gonna be the one sitting in the front seat.
Okay.
Well,
I
no,
will.
I'm gonna be the one sitting in the back seat.
Okay, I will sit directly beside him because on cue when you do that.
Yeah, if he doesn't,
I'm gonna put
you
my-
just start.
Well, no. When you grab him by the back and start checking him out, I'm going to put my foot on the brakes so that we don't start flying forward.
Okay, I like this.
And keep my hand on the wheel steering wheel and let you do your thing, and then I'll just kind of wait to is he ready to be slid over? And then I'll slide him to the passenger side and I'll sit and I'll start driving.
There's one small problem.
Oh yeah, it depends on if there's a camera or not. Do that.
Most Uber drivers nowadays have cameras recorded.
Well, no, there's also the other small problem of there's only two people in the driver and a passenger seat. It's not a bench.
Oh, there's 4 of us. That's right. I mean, when we order, can't you order? Okay, out of the car, I've never done Uber.
I mean,
Can't you order someone to
I
get 4
ordered
people?
an Uber XL.
Well, no, you can order an Uber but the car is still like an SUV. Only has the 2 passenger, the 2 front seat, and then everything else is in the back.
You don't have a way to move him when you incapacitate him. You will have to get out.
Okay.
Well, no, there's no way for Jason to be able to sit next to him if you're sitting next to him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, no, you can sit
After I
behind.
choke him out, I throw him in the trunk.
Are you gonna sit behind
Well,
him? Or
I, so,
next to him?
I get a little blood off. Then I throw him in the trunk.
So you're gonna choke him out first.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now, of course, when he starts to choke him out, I want to try to react and put my foot on
Well,
the
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you sitting behind the driver or are you sitting next to the driver?
I'm sitting behind him.
yeah, and I'm just gonna be sitting in the passenger seat. So
That's what confused me.
yeah, and as soon as he starts to choke him out from behind, I'll be like, okay, I'll take my left foot, put it on the brake, and then while he's doing his thing, I'll just sit there and kind of keep a lookout. And then once you choke him out, you feed, you pull him out, and I'll just slide the seat as you pull him out and get in the trunk, and I'll pop the trunk.
Yep. That's the goal.
If you want any rolls, I'll roll.
No,
Okay.
it's a human.
This is my hunger.
And of course,
Do you take enough for 1 or 2?
How much kills a person?
well, you drain him from it.
Yeah, if you're going empty on your hunger.
Okay, so 1,
Which
no
is-
issues.
User command.
2 hunger, when you take 2 boxes of hunger of feeding from a human, they'll get a little woozy. They'll be lightheaded, right?
Yeah.
You take 3, and you're
Yeah,
probably looking at maybe.
But the only effects I'm looking at are the effects on him. Is there any effects on me other than the fact that it heals me?
No.
Oh,
Other than the fact that your hunger will go down.
You know,
okay. Well, if you drain,
just take one.
yeah.
Just get
Well,
two.
here's the thing. You can't.
That's all you know. You can't go down to 0 without the.
Yeah, you'd have to drain him dry to get him to get your hunger to 0, but he'd be dead. It's the only way to do it.
Even if you're only at 1 hunger?
You're always going to be at 1 unless you feed to kill. Well, no, you don't lose it. You get a stain, and then at the end of the game session, you roll, and if you fail, you lose humanity. Oh yeah, it's fine.
Alright.
So did you take 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
For 1 and throw him in the trunk.
And before you throw him in the trunk, if you don't do this, I will tell you to do it. As you pull away, the wound, lick it closed.
Ah, gotcha.
You go, hey, clean up.
And onward to the destination.
So now you're just gonna drive his car.
I got drive with 1.
Please
They
let
might
me
not
tell
have
you
Nah, he's in the trunk.
Does anybody have a problem with me driving? If they don't want me to drive, I won't drive.
No, I don't have a problem with that. It's
Sure.
just we have a passenger in the back of the trunk.
He's in the trunk!
There's also a possibility he's going to wake up.
Okay, what then?
If it's his car, he knows how to get out.
Then we gag him and tie his hands.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, did you gag him and tie his hands?
Alright, stop the fucking car.
All right.
I'll get out, I'll untie this motherfucker like that.
wait.
I want this conversation in the car, actually.
No, keep driving. Keep driving. Find somewhere secretive to do this. We can't do this in the middle of the street.
Okay, there's a dark.
We might be anarchs, but we're not
Okay,
crazy.
there's a dark parking lot. Let's just go there. We do this
Don't
quick.
mess
And if we
with
do
my
it quick, we can't waste time because the cop might roll by and see us and they'll go, what are you doing in the parking lot? Okay.
Right. So I'd say
Parking.
That's a good one. Oh,
Sorry.
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 Okay, hurry up. Time up gagging.
Alright,
parking.
onward to the destination.
Okay, as soon as you get in,
He
bam.
is tied and gagged in the back. We're on our way.
Thank you. I can feel a little better about
Let me tell you, nothing makes me feel better than helping out a Nosferatu.
I don't know why you guys are tripping so much. All I do is look at the and say, forget everything.
Maybe we should have put her in the trunk and left the body in here.
Maybe. Maybe.
Nah, that wouldn't work.
Big Papa?
So, where exactly is it that you guys are going to go?
We should be over this river too.
I actually asked, like, okay, we were wanting to go somewhere, but I didn't know where we're going. So where are we going? We going to you guys' place?
Well, I don't exactly have a place.
Okay, I roll over to a stop, and I kind of stop. Like, where are we going?
I have a place. We can go to my place.
Okay, cool. Because I have no place to go.
No.
So he starts up. He's like,
We can head to my house.
he starts driving again. And he's like, "You have to have a computer at your place."
No,
Okay, never mind.
there really ain't much there.
Okay, that's just a question.
Okay. So you guys make it out to John's little apartment. Or Asher's little apartment. Actually, your apartment is a little one bedroom, one bath apartment in Unity Hill. Really nice,
That ain't a bad place.
nice neighborhood, you know, close enough to everything where, you know, it's nice, you know. It is a secure building, so the only way you're going to get in is if someone buzzes you in or you have a
A little bit of security for us.
So, you guys
Excuse me.
go up to Ash's apartment, and as he had said, there's not much there. There's a small bookshelf. It's got some just random books. You know, like a couple of fantasy novels, maybe a western, and then some astrology textbooks.
Kind of a man of strange taste.
I got that on stage, Jason.
I gotta say this.
I like it. It's very Spartan.
Mm.
Just like 4 walls and a ceiling, you know? That's all you need.
Like the way you made it sound not so boring.
Yeah.
My family told me about them cowboys, or whatever they call them. But
Walk over to the
you're
bookshelf.
not like them, the rest of them for some reason to me. Why is that?
I've been around a bit longer than most of them lasted. Even before I was embraced.
Interesting.
I bet your bookshelf putting things out of order.
You quit touching my shit.
I'm just putting them in alphabetical order, man.
Keep your hands off my shit.
Alright.
Asher,
Sorry.
he's a Malkavian, is what he does.
Yeah, well, he is a Malkavian in my home.
No, he's right. He's right.
So,
This
you
stuff.
know, we're all going to help each other in this coterie. I'm going to teach him some goddamn manners.
May I please put your bookshelf in alphabetical order?
You know what? Now that you asked, and you did it politely, no. I'm just kidding, brother. Go.
Thank you. You see him like almost starting to shake. Like, thank you. He walks over to you, and it's almost like a release, and he just starts putting them over. Like he's just afraid that you're going to change your mind. You know?
I think he has a bit of an OCD issue.
Excessive compulsive disorder. And yes, I do.
You might be wrong, I think.
She's not. She just mispronounced the condition.
Alrighty, so what is step one here in finding Shane Lucas?
We'll argue about it later.
Anybody got any ideas? First step in finding Shane.
Well, we have a name.
Well, I mean, we got a name of the mayor. Why don't we just, like, I was hoping you had a computer, because, like, I was going to start randomly looking up information about the mayor.
I mean, I've got a phone.
Oh, is it one of those Android phones?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Let me see it.
All right.
No, please, please. And he's going to, like, start looking up just basic information, like, you know, where was he born?
I'll tell you what, you find his address, you can look up whatever else you want on the way there.
If he has an address to look up, family, if any, like his daughters, sons, wife, is he married, blah, blah, blah. You know, just starting there.
We should probably plan before we start heading.
Well, we kind of need to know where we're heading before we can really plan shit about what we're doing, where we're going.
But it also should.
Well, I'm looking up basic information. You'd be surprised the stuff you can do with basic information. So, do you want to make a roll, or do I catch from this stuff easily, or?
I mean, yeah, he's a very public figure. It doesn't take long to get any kind of information on him. He's married with 2 kids.
Okay. How old are his kids?
His oldest is 12. His youngest is 7.
Okay. Boys, girls, boy and girl.
The 12-year-old is a girl. The 7-year-old is a boy.
Okay. His wife, very good looking, okay, ugly. You know, from what if they have a picture.
She is a little above average.
Okay. Any recent scandals about the mayor that might have been, you know, whether they're true or not, or anything talked about, or
For
anything?
the most part, he seems very clean cut.
All right, all right.
See
Yeah.
if he has any public events coming up soon.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any recent public events that are coming up?
He's got a fundraiser for the fire department.
Yeah, you got a fundraiser for our event coming up soon.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything else after that? Okay. So we got that. I try to look for an address. Does he have an address to tag, or does he keep that shit secret?
Well, I mean, everybody knows where the mayor mansion is.
Okay, so that basic, you can get that.
And with security on that man.
Well, but then he's like on, you know what? I'm going to do a little more digging. This one I'm going to try to make a roll. I'm going to try to make a roll to see if there's any, like, you know, there's always this conspiracy nuts people out there that say, well, he says he lives here, but he's also got secret shit going on over here, blah, 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 shit. So I'm gonna try to find stuff out there to see if he's like, maybe he's over here. We could fuck him over here, you know. All right. Intelligence, technology, I would assume.
Yep.
Okay.
He does this. I'm gonna go here.
Let's see. Hacking wouldn't be used for this, though, right? Or could I use hacking for this?
No, because you're not hacking.
Okay, not hacking. Okay, so just
You're just Googling.
5. Okay, so 5 dice. Okay, I've got two successes.
2 successes.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing on the internet, really. You do find an article about his work ethic, about how he believes in working late.
Okay. Okay. This is probably going to be well, you know what? I would do it because I don't keep my topic on that. Like, so he's going to like, where does the mayor normally work? Address, blah blah blah. He like looks that up.
He works at City Hall.
Okay. Normally between the normal business hours, blah blah blah. But he says he works late. How often does he work late, or does he state how late he usually works?
Actually, let's go ahead and take a break. Nice little break. It's nice. Believe that you were Googling where to find like where the mayor works. Something like
Yeah.
that.
Trying to find if I could find any secondary, things, and I ended up with 2 successes.
Ooh. No, mostly just City Hall. He did have um, an office where he, runs out of, like, whenever the voting is happening. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. And did it give an address or just, Did he give an address or just he just
No, yeah.
Okay. He reiterates, "Oh, I got a secondary address of where he's going to be going. He's going to be at when when the voting thing starts going on up and where he works there over hours and stuff."
Seeing how the vote is about to happen in a couple of weeks.
And when's the fundraiser?
I told her what date is it?
It's a week from today.
Week from tonight.
So the fundraiser comes before the voting.
Yes.
That's usually how it works if you want to win an election. I mean, I wish it was the other way around. I would get into politics if that was the case.
We could always go to this fundraiser.
That is true. We could do there's 4 of us. We could do like a 4-pronged attack on this one. For instance, okay, so we got the fundraiser. This is gonna sound crazy, but you said you were a social butterfly, right? Now, could you make yourself look different in front of mortals? Like, are you advanced enough in your powers to do that? I would say send her in. She do the social butterfly thing. See what she can do there. You guys, what do you guys? What specialties do you guys have?
Well, I'm a good talker.
He would be more of the social butterfly.
Yeah, I was about to say you
Yeah.
have.
You guys are all social.
Cool.
You're talking
Social
about
butterfly.
sending a Nosferatu into a party to talk when there's a Torador.
You got a
Literally,
point. You do have a
next
point.
thing.
Yeah, you got a point. Well, maybe the 2 of you could go. Actually, I have a feeling we're all social butterflies one way or another.
I won't lie, I got nothing against you, but if we go there together, we should probably separate.
Separate and see what we can.
Yeah.
damage.
We're gonna kind of
Much damage
You take
you
some,
do,
I
so.
take others, kind of deal.
Well, I think we should come up with a signal. That way we know who should be talking. Oh yes.
Wow.
I can ironically see you getting away with it though.
It's a little too high class of an event, probably to just be cool with that.
I'm pretty sure someone would probably have him in a straight
Well,
so they can say who he
At that time, what I would think is we all get burner phones, we all get each other's number, and we just text like symbols to us. We come up with, or we just say like, "Hey, this is what's going on." Although I would prefer if we're going to text, we have code, because there's always the other people that are always hacking into things and trying to figure out what's going on in the city when it comes to us people. They will remain nameless.
I'd say that's a good idea.
Might as well be, but in mass, and they're mortal.
That's the only thing worse.
Granted, I already have a cell phone, but that's okay.
I'll abbreviate DSI.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
So we get some burner phones, and that way we can communicate with each other when we go to the shindig. But I think we should have more than just one plan. Like there's the event. This guy, he works over hours here. We could probably check that out. See if we can actually get him alone.
I seriously doubt he's alone.
Well,
We would create the conditions where he would be alone, where there's not so many people around him.
All right.
Well,
Well,
I don't mean that. You said he works late at night, right?
Oh well, this is what I'm getting here from the phone. Oh, speaking of which, here you go.
thank you.
I don't think he's alone on his late night shifts, and I don't think he's working.
If that's the case, we can do a heck of a lot more damage with that. In fact, that would be a great thing to get him under our heel. I mean, why damage him when we could just always buy him with a blackmail? If there's something to blackmail.
Well, I mean, the truth is, you know what the problem with buying somebody is?
You own them.
It's only a matter of time if somebody with a bigger buyout comes along.
Well, we'll just use it as long as we need to, and then when he has no use anymore, heck, if I'm talented enough, I can either wipe his mind or, well, okay. One day, people just disappear.
I'll tell you what, I am a fan of winging it a little.
And the sewers are very big.
That
I like
they
the
are.
way you think.
That they are. We will consider that at the end.
There's also a lot of rivers going through this city, too.
And sometimes those sewers are just one small little slip.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? Are we heading to the fundraiser?
Well, no, I'm thinking I'm coming with we do multiple fucking shit leading up to, like the first thing is, well, obviously
Probably staking at his office.
yeah, let's see if we can stake out his office and get him ahead of time. If not, basically the fundraiser will be the last thing on the agenda if we can't get it.
That is
there.
a you job right there.
I can aid him.
Come on.
I can help with that.
I didn't say nothing rude. I'm just pointing out certain people's skills and abilities.
Can you walk around without being seen? I can.
All right, sounds like you two are on the job.
Yes, but with the current smell these two say they have,
Let's go, Greg.
kind of difficult.
Well, a lot of times, this is just an idea. Perfume. You ever thought about just buying a bunch of shitty perfume and all over you?
You say anything, but I will smack you.
Or actually, we don't even need perfume. They got these chemicals nowadays that can just neutralize fucking smells, and you just bathe yourself in that like Purell or some shit. I don't know, and then bam, temporarily. I mean, it lasts for a couple of hours, but that gives us a couple of hours at least.
Any odors will, unfortunately, not help. Have the odorless in order for this to work?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got shit that you can just like pour on you, and it like eliminates odors completely.
That doesn't have odors already coming off of it?
Yeah. They've got them. They basically say on the label, odorless, and neutralizes odors. You got to look for them, and you pay extra money for them, but
I'll give it a try.
And of course, you can bathe in it. We get a tub of that shit and just bathe in it.
I will smack you.
I'd suggest you just take a shower.
Well, here's the thing.
I was gonna say I do have a shower.
Okay, here's the deal. I can't smell anything because I'm not trying to smell anything right now. Like, I can't. We can't smell anything. We're not breathing. It's only the living we got to worry about smelling. If you guys are worried about how she smells, it's because you guys are... No wonder you're so hungry.
Well, it's honestly also because I am the one who potentially has to walk into a building full of people next to her.
Okay. I just suggested we grab
I
some chemicals.
apologize yet again. I'm just being honest.
See, that's the issue with blue bloods.
Honesty is the issue with blue bloods.
Sometimes.
The problem...
I think that's their problem.
She's got... Like, you're not understanding how
Fuck
she's saying
you.
it. When you say, no offense, apologizing, you're basically stating, I'm insulting you. If you just are straight with her and go, look, we got to do something about the way you smell. You're being real. You're addressing the realness of it.
See, you saying I apologize, no offense.
You're
Yeah,
telling
smack
me.
it like that.
You're telling me if I tiptoe and dance around my words,
That's
that's
not
more
insulting.
honest
No,
than me
no.
being like, you smell
No.
like shit, and I
You-
apologize that I gotta say it,
No,
but
no.
you do.
You
But stop.
tiptoeing
Just say
and
you
saying
smell-
apologizing is kind of doing a bitch slap here.
Yeah, no, this is how you do it. Hate to say this, but you smell bad when you take care of that. That's it. You don't have to say sorry because it's like you're smacking her constantly.
To be honest, as a Nosferatu, we live in the sewers. We know we
And
stink.
dude, I get it. You're not. I know
we
you're
don't
not.
care.
And I know that you're not trying to insult her when you say that, but it comes
It's
off
kind
as
of insulting.
All right.
We have
all
a
right,
lot
all
more
right,
insults
all
from
right.
saying that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Insulting.
I have a shower if you'd like to take care of that. If not, I don't give a fuck.
That's
Honestly,
better. That's better.
honestly, the shower in might do a little bit more help as long as you clean the clothes.
I can do that.
Then I'll go take a shower. And I swear to the gods, anybody walks in, I'm staking you.
Damn it. I'm sorry, I wanted to look, but I won't.
I gotta go do laundry, apparently.
I've known a few Nosferatus whose curves were kicking, that's all I'm saying.
Let's just say there's a reason why I wear this mask.
Oh, I understand, but beauty's only skin deep.
Not my story.
I would like to hear that story someday when you're comfortable enough to tell it. If you're ever comfortable enough to tell it.
All right, hey.
All right, back
Shower
to
time. We got a fundraiser to get to.
well,
We
you know,
have a
week.
stakeout to do.
Sorry, I apologize. For the stakeout, you don't even need a shower.
Yeah.
I
Really.
do for my discipline.
All right.
Well, we're gonna if we attempt to sneak in and try
Get
to
on
catch
with
him.
your
or something.
business.
But the fundraiser, that's if we fail at everything else. We have the fundraisers back up.
Fuck are we doing? Drinking?
Keep them
Actually, you two guys, you don't you have any type of like any connections at all, pull at all in anything, you know, on the governmental level, anything,
You should use your connections.
if any.
Well, I mean,
You don't have to oust them in front of me. Just say yay or nay, and you know if that's the case, you know we can work with that. I know you can't give away all your secrets. I got secrets I gotta keep too. Actually, I don't. Any fucking connections whatsoever. But
I have a few connections, but I don't think they're gonna help with any of it.
you sure that none of them?
I highly doubt it.
None of them have to do with politics, like mortal politics or anything. All right.
Not really.
How about you, man?
Moral politics? I don't know about that. Usually, by the time I meet somebody, they're a little too under the influence to really talk about those kinds of things.
Okay.
But I can go back to where I am comfortable and ask the people I know.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Since it sounds like that, maybe just go within the circles that you know and see if you get any information. Maybe people that know the mayor, who like deal with the mayor, shit like that. I mean, and not just our circles, but you know, the mortal circles as well. That we might be able to put liens on. Or there's a term I'm trying to look for, but I'm not saying it right. It's my first night on this stuff here.
Influence?
Well, no, it's more like you're trying to like I won't say put the boot on the back of the neck. It's more leverage. There we go. Try to get some leverage on these people. We can get some names of people and stuff. You know. That's what you two can do.
Boot on the back of the neck's not a bad example. A little aggressive, but not a bad example.
Yeah, but you know, you save aggression for the very end. You know?
I just literally can think of
'Cause
about
if every-
100 better, less
it's just-
aggressive versions of leverage.
Yeah. See, the thing is if you end up having to go to the hammer every fucking time, and then you're just known to be the asshole who goes to the hammer all the time. I don't want to be that. I want the hammer to be the last fucking thing to come. You know what I'm saying? But when it does come to, oh shit, you're in deep fucking shit.
All right.
Because these fuckers ain't fucking around now.
And don't forget, the fundraiser is a week away.
Exactly. So we got time to. Yeah. So how about You know what? What time is it right now? Okay. What time is it right now tonight? Are we still early or?
Yeah, it's about midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, sometime.
Let's go. Let's
Take out.
get that address and see what we're dealing with and shit. Okay.
I'm gonna take up the offer of a quick.
Do you guys want the car,
Sinless shower.
or do you mind if we take the car?
Amanda's right. You're
if-
going to stake out the mayor's office at midnight.
Well,
Well, he might be working late. He might not be.
Just a quick drive by to see if
Yeah.
the lights are on.
here's the
If they are,
hey,
then we go from there.
Here's the real thing. We knocked him out a little while ago.
He's probably awake now.
We need to figure out what the fuck to do with him. Really, probably before you take the car in front of the mayor of the city's house.
Well,
Okay,
not his.
We were only driving for a few.
Sorry.
Okay, question.
Before you drive through the legislative
Question.
streets of the city.
Question.
I apologize.
We were driving for a few minutes before we did what we did to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can solve that problem real quick and just look at him in the eyes. He'll still have all the memories of still being the drunk and shit, but
I'll tell you what. You do whatever the hell you need to do. I don't need to know about it.
Okay.
This shit just better not come back on any of us.
okay, all right. We'll take his car.
I mean, if we have to continue driving.
I'm really not that far from Aura where I live. You want to head that way?
Well, he's
You
gagged
got
right now. We
somewhere
don't
you're
tell
trying to
I
head.
know that, but you know, if we have to continue driving places instead of just having his
Not
car,
that bad with you.
why not go him?
Do you want to?
Hop in a skip.
Because I've already got
Where
one.
we go.
I do want
I
to
don't
talk to
do
your
goals.
side.
You don't do goals?
I do animals.
She's my.
We can always ask one of the
I just
guys.
want to ask her a few questions.
Hey, are either one of you guys in need for a goal?
A ghoul?
In need for a goal?
My idea is if we continue driving around, we might as well just ghoul them. And I'm more animals than ghouls.
I'm
You
still young.
are welcome.
Wait a
to-
minute.
What?
You could be young and still have a goal.
You feed them your blood, and they become to you. As long as they don't die.
Hold on. Alright. I need to check something first. I need to see if he is my blood type.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, no. To ghoul someone, they drink your blood. You don't have to
Yeah,
drink
you don't
theirs.
have to drink from that.
Oh.
But the thing is, when you do feed, okay, out of character, if you do feed someone your blood to ghoul them, you
Well,
gotta
no,
give up
that's what I'm
one.
trying to do. I'm trying to see if he is my,
Oh, so you can get your
blood
blood back after giving him your blood. Okay.
right.
Okay.
And I can keep him as a blood bag. What?
Well, you wouldn't want to really feed off of your ghoul per se.
No?
No, it's more of a servant.
He's serving me food.
But as long as like he doesn't die with your blood in the system, good. He dies with the blood in the system. He becomes your child. And then you're in the-
That is a good question. Like, let's say you've ghouled somebody and then they die. Does the ghoul become a vampire because they had Vitae or had vampire blood in them, or does it have to be they died, then you put the blood in them, even if they're a ghoul?
Before they die.
Well, we'll find this out later. It's a good question though. Like, if they're already a ghoul and you kill them, will they spontaneously turn a vampire if you don't destroy their body?
I can tell you from experience, it's before they die, not after.
Or
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't get any other 10s, did you?
no.
Okay, you're good. You didn't have a Masquerade one.
So
Ah.
3 successes.
Oh no.
Or no, those count as 4s.
No, they can't. They're all individual successes. If you know what I mean. They're other.
One of them's blank. So there's 3 with a symbol on it. One of them is
Right.
blank.
Oh, he only rolled 4 dice.
Three
Okay.
successes.
Okay.
Three successes.
I didn't know if he rolled the other dice up there. I'm sorry.
Jason.
Okay.
So 3 successes.
And you're trying to find out what?
I'm trying to find out if he is my blood or
Your prey type?
Your blood type.
no.
I mean, I don't know why you rolled.
Your dietary preference?
Because
Are you doing the bloodhound thing?
I was going to see if he was my blood type, and I was going to just keep him and feed off of him. Like, I was just going to keep him and feed off of him.
No. My question is, do you have the bloodhound merit?
Yes, he does.
Oh, you could just sniff him. I don't even think you have to roll. You just sniff him and you can figure it out. Oh,
Is that how Bloodhound works?
Hmm?
Is that how Bloodhound works?
It's wits awareness, and you get an extra dice for the bloodhound.
Do you need a Red Bull?
Huh?
Do you need a Red Bull?
Okay.
No, because we're only stopping there soon. So wide awake.
So I'm going to sniff him and see if he is O positive.
No.
He's not O positive? Okay. I don't think he'll be much use.
Yeah, okay. You want to go on?
Mm-mm.
I already have a one. I don't need another one.
I'm not interested in fathering.
I mean, he doesn't know nature.
I say
Tell him he's doing what we're doing tonight.
I don't take risks. I wrap it up.
Okay. Okay.
So, what are y'all doing with that body?
Well, it would be easier if one of you fed it in blood. That's not happening.
Well, once I open the trunk, I
No.
can lock eyes with him and make him forget most of this shit.
Most?
Well, he's gonna forget. He's gonna pretty much forget everything. Like, okay, the whole thing in the car lasted a few minutes. I can make him forget that, but that's it. He'll remember being in the trunk and all that shit, but he won't know who put him there.
Well, you guys have been driving around for a while.
Okay, that's. Oh no, you can only make him forget like recent. Never mind. Okay, you can only make him forget like the first 10 minutes. Well, the last 10 minutes, he's gonna remember everything. So yeah, we either ghoul him
Or we kill him?
or we kill him, and if we want to break a big fucking rule, we can turn him. I ain't gonna do that, and I don't think anyone else is here is gonna do that.
Fuck no.
Okay, well I'm not gonna. I might have to kill somebody someday, but I ain't doing it now.
Why didn't you just ghoul him?
Fine, I'll ghoul him.
Dude,
If push comes to shove, it's a simple kill.
You know what? He's an
Google
an Uber
him,
driver.
could be
Did
useful.
you just get us a chauffeur, my guy?
Yes.
Possibly.
Ghoul him.
He will be addicted to your blood too. There's a good chance of it.
Is he moving around?
Yeah, when you guys open the trunk, he's glaring at you.
He's wide awake at this point.
You grab him.
Okay. I don't know why you make it. I'm like probably the weakest motherfucker. Right? I try to grab him and
You're
hold
lose that
himself.
guy, and he's going to scream. Do your rounds up, right?
Actually, yeah, maybe we should do this where it's a little more quiet. You start putting it back in the trunk, like and you close the lid. We should go somewhere like a garage or something where it's like less likely to happen. Just in case he starts screaming when we pull the
You
guy.
just take him into your house and do it in there, real quick.
I'll keep a lookout.
You think that's a problem?
Sorry, I live in an apartment.
He started screaming. Neighbors are going to be curious and call the cops.
Dragging a body anywhere up and down the flights of stairs.
I'm going to look around.
It's a hell of a lot of risk, don't you think?
Is there a manhole? Of course.
Guys, we don't have to go to the sewer. We don't have to, because we got to drag a person to the sewer and somebody sees us doing that, that's going to look weird. Let's just drive.
Yeah, well,
We drive to a parking garage. There are many of them in the city. We drive to one, we get to an area where there's no cars, pull the guy out, you do your thing, I keep a lookout. We all keep a lookout. Except for the person holding him and the person doing the thing.
Well,
You know, we keep a
the
lookout.
problem with this is he is awake right now.
Of course he's awake. But in the garage,
Even if
you
he's
can
awake, as long as
you
he
can
has
put a
something.
hand over his mouth.
I mean, the real problem is he's listening to every word we say right now.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I just closed the trunk. It's gonna be hard to hear what he's saying.
I'll fucking ghoul him, alright?
Well, he's already, like, one of you needs to do it.
Alright, I
But
do
we
it. I ghoul him.
can't do
Alright,
it.
alright.
I ghoul him. He's been ghouled.
All right, you start down just like, okay, I try to cover up as much as I can. Okay, nothing happened. Just 4 days
Beautiful, nice.
Alright, so you force feed him some of your blood.
He's right.
What night it is. It's so pretty.
Could I possibly feed him my
Check to
blood?
make sure he hasn't got like a dash cam.
I mean, you can.
I ain't co-owning this
We made
bitch.
sure before we started
here.
We
showing
would
it.
have, yeah.
It'll
Trying
be
to give him
the
some of my
blood that's more
powers, too.
potent, which will be his.
Bitch. Okay. That's
Actually, yeah, if he's got blood potency higher than we do, yeah.
Okay. So you ghoul him. Yeah, you're old enough. You know, you've probably seen your sire do it a bunch of times. Especially the tournament.
She kind of a hoe, so.
All right. So, where are you guys gonna go? The night's not getting any younger.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well,
The
first
guy is taken care of. I think you two need to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Two of us are going to head downtown, and we're going to start talking to people.
All
All
right.
right?
So you're gonna send your ghoul with us, drive us downtown.
The
Okay.
ghoul is
All
gonna
right. So
drive
2
you
of us
where
with
the
the
fuck
ghoul.
you tell.
Okay. You're sure he's not gonna try to take off without us or anything?
What I told him was to listen to you.
All right.
Two. The two of you.
Nice cover.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Okay.
I think.
All right. So we head down, and you guys. All right.
See if the lights are
So you guys are going to where?
on. The mayor's office to see if his lights are on. Maybe
No.
he's working. No, probably to his house.
Yeah.
Again,
No.
Hmm. Let's go to that one place that he's, that was mentioned. More likely not, but hey, we cover all bases. The place that was the campaigning area that that he was talking about.
the campaign office.
Campaign office. There you
Okay. No.
go. All right. Okay, we exhausted our efforts for this evening. We have him drive us back to your place, and then what you guys doing?
All right, well, we're fucking back in Westport.
Yeah. So
Back in Westport.
Yeah, just kind of bouncing between bars, talking to people.
About.
Just striking general conversation, having a good time. Maybe trying to drop part of the mayor's name here or there, see if it gets any kind of peak in somebody.
Peak as in what? Like, what are you?
I'm looking for any kind of reaction. Any kind of reaction as if they know more than like, yeah, that's the mayor of our town.
I mean, you get a few, but I mean, nothing like.
Nothing like anybody actually knows him.
Right. Just like, it's the mayor, okay. He's a jackass. Some people who are like say like he's the greatest mayor we've ever had.
You have any luck?
well, thinking about it, he's clean as a whistle. No
You-
dirt whatsoever.
You really believe that?
I highly doubt it. Somebody must be doing the dirty work for him. So it's obviously he must be working with someone on the outside.
Well, I'm gonna say we didn't find shit here. Maybe we head back and see if they figured anything out. Presuming they do actually come back.
I'm gonna go around to part of my area that I control and talk to anyone and everyone about the mayor if they have, had any sort of contact with someone who might have done something for the mayor. Needed dirty work done. Get rid of some people. Anything. Nothing.
You turn nothing up. Nothing like that.
Covering his tracks.
We're gonna make a small detour downstairs.
Okay.
So, the manhole that I came up from,
Well,
I'm gonna tell the driver to park and wait. Just outside that manhole. Are you coming?
I'll come.
And then I go.
Okay. What are you doing?
Trying to find Russell. Or at least somebody of my kind.
You're looking for your dad. Do you go back to your haven?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is not there.
Alright. I'm gonna try and rack my brain to think who is the most informative Nosferatu down in these sewers. Closest Nosferatu to me.
The most knowledgeable one, you're not going to be able to find in the sewers. You're going to have to go north of the river for that one. And a little thing called the subtropolis.
Who are you hoping to find?
Only one person I can think of that has probably the more information that we can get. Which we have to go on the other side of the river.
Oh. Who would that be?
Her name is Helena. She is the primogen of playing Nosferatu.
You do know that would I know that or just her?
What?
That Helena was the primogen of Nosferatu. I mean, would my sire have allowed me to know shit like this? Okay.
Which might actually be difficult to see her due to the fact who she is.
I take it she's like big upstairs, like higher station than you.
Very high.
Okay.
As in, works with the prince very closely.
That would not be a good idea.
But she also ended up telling the prince to go shove something in his ass.
No, wrong one. That was his.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, if we go to someone who's sympathetic to the Camarilla and get down, we don't state what we're doing, obviously, but we ask about the mayor and stuff.
She's gonna know.
She'll be interested in why we want to know. And then she'll start dipping into what. Right now, the cool thing about us is we're a bunch of young vampires that have been released. Nobody's looking in our direction right now. We're the hand that moves to start with a surprise. We want to keep that. We want to keep the element of surprise. So it's going to be hard, but we kind of have to do this on our own steam. And going to higher ups, they're going to talk to their other higher ups, and
it's gonna be risky to do that.
we need to do this with our own power. And it's going to be hard, but hey, the training wheels have been pulled off on us. I've already assumed that. So it's going to be difficult. Here's the irony. Sometimes the most direct way might be the only way to go. Now, here's an idea. I'm just going to throw it out. You tell me how it sounds. And, but I don't know who could be listening, so I'm going to just kind of walk over and whisper you. I'm not going to try to get fresh with you. You know where the lover lives. Okay, it's common. Fucking, how about the four of us? Or whoever wants to do it if they don't want to, or hell, it could just be me if nobody else wants to do it. One night we just, hey, home invasions fucking happen. Okay, we break in. There might be some resistance. Yes, this is the mayor, or better even, there is such a thing as family being kidnapped, and what would make a person sway in their decisions on what they would do if you have somebody they care about under the knife.
You can easily sneak into a house.
Exactly. And here's the beauty of it. We don't even have to threaten the family. We just get a hold of the kids, and whoever's keeping an eye on the kids, give them fucking candy and fucking ice cream and shit, and watching movies with them and shit, and just treating them nice and shit. Any of us could fucking do that. Hell, you could probably even do that. Hell, kids these days, usually, you can't even scare them with the type of shit they watch on TV. They probably think the way you look at that mask is, holy shit, that's some cool fucking prosthetic you got on there. So, kidnap part of the family on home invasion when he's not at the house, and then get a little text to the mayor and go,
Which kids? You're doing this.
we got some people you care about, and so we are very
You're not there.
we are very interested in this happening, and we would like you to help facilitate in this happening. And if this does not happen,
It's not a
This
bad
will happen.
idea, but we also have to worry about the other two because I don't know if it's gonna fly that.
I say we give the idea to them and see what they think.
And if they shoot it down, what's that?
If they shoot it down, then we'll do other things, and then when the push comes to shove, they might revisit the idea.
I'm thinking if they don't agree with it, we still do it.
Yeah, but you see, then we're working behind our coteries back. And here's the thing about coteries. One of our new coterie members mentioned it. They fall apart easily, and a lot of times they fall apart because of the infighting. If I create a group of friends, despite any differences that we have, I know, the Blue Bloods rub you off wrong, but these guys are new. They've just been released by their signers. They haven't had the world and the way the world works to fuck them up yet. If we're all real with each other, we all ally with each other based on common interests, common goals, and don't pull any of this bullshit that other people try to push in our fucking heads, we could have something real, like real actual friends. Real people that love each other and not expect a fucking bone. Only that you got their back when they fucking need it. And in turn, they'll have your fucking back. And to lie to them, that's just going to set a precedent that, guess what? I'm a fool for trusting you, and now they're not going to trust nobody. Yeah, I might be naive. Maybe I'm setting myself up for a backstab, but it'll be them backstabbing me, not me to them.
Alright.
And that's how I'm going to be with my coterie. I'm not going to backstab anyone, and I'm not going to keep them out of anything that could aid us as a group.
We'll bring up the idea.
Okay, thank you.
Back up we go.
Anybody outside of our group, though? Outside of our sires? I don't give a fuck.
Betray them all, backstab them, lie to them. It don't matter.
But I mentioned outside of my sire.
Okay, so you two, you guys found nothing
Mm-mm.
in your talks. Just a bunch of people that are out trying to party and drink and
It gives zero fucks about the politics and bear. And
right. They're probably out trying to drink, trying to not think about politics.
we headed back. I mean, at least I did.
You would
I
think that
headed back to the apartment.
politicians would want to be out drinking after a long day. That's what's getting.
They don't want to look
I
bad.
feel like you might not understand public appearance, my friend.
Maybe not.
I don't think we're gonna find much here. I think we should head back. Try to meet up with the others.
Yeah. Maybe they came up with something. Hopefully.
We head back to the apartment.
On your way back, both of you give me a wits awareness roll, please.
Awareness?
Yeah, what's the well, I know how many to roll. I just don't know.
Did you already have some hunger dice? You had your hunger dice in that.
Yeah.
You're at 100, so you're good. Yeah.
One red, which is not a crit.
It's a normal one. Anything that doesn't have the two little fangs is on.
So what is this? Two blank.
2 blanks and 4 successes. Yeah.
Four
Any
successes.
any
that doesn't have the two dashes.
Yeah.
is a success.
yeah is a normal success. If it's blank, no success. If it's got either the fangs and the hunger or the little stars next to them,
Critical.
that's possible. Critically, you have to have more.
And if it's a red, it's a messy.
If you have another 10 to go with it, or
Oh,
another
okay.
1 to go, you have to have something else. You have to have 2 in order to have a critical, and it gives you 4 successes. Those 2.
Okay.
But yeah, you have to have at least 2, and one of them has to be the hunger die to be a messy.
All right, 4 successes.
4 successes? Okay. For just a brief second, you notice an individual kind of standing and watching you two Very well built man. Tattoos all up and down his arm. Long black hair. For just a second, you notice him. And when you go to look back, you kind of do like a double take, and he's just gone.
Jason Momoa? Sorry.
Oh my god, that's great.
You saw him. Please tell me.
Yeah. Anyone with a pulse.
Not a pulse.
You better tell me you noticed that.
I got 4 6.
I didn't see a V-female member. I'll do a blood search to get my blood count on.
I'm gonna. Was he around the
Great
corner?
time.
He was just standing next to a building, and then he was just gone.
Ooh, I'm gonna like run over to the where he was and scan the area and see if he went anywhere.
No, there's no trace of him.
Nothing.
You have Auspex at all? No, you don't have Auspex.
I have on specs.
Well, you can come over and do that.
I got that shit.
You come over and do that.
So wait, to do aspects, I just do the number of shit I have on aspects.
Yeah, so you're gonna do a wits awareness roll
Wait, so
and add your Auspex rating to it. You don't add the dice. You add the successes. So
to my
each
wits
dot,
awareness.
yeah. So each dot of your Auspex gives you a success.
Jason.
Yes.
Math me.
Uh,
Nothing.
Four.
Successes.
4 regular successes.
Is that including your Auspex rating?
No, plus one.
So
Five.
5?
5 successes.
Okay. You see the aura. You don't really see him, but you see an aura with a bunch of black veins going through it.
Well, I do think I see something, but doesn't look like something very good.
Do you have any dots in occult?
I do not.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit. So you know you saw something, but you're not sure what it is.
I know it was bad.
It's bad.
Did it lead somewhere?
No,
No, just a.
it's just kind of the remnants of what's left.
Well, now I definitely say we head back and talk to the others.
Yeah. Because that means somebody's watching us, and they didn't want to be seen.
And maybe if I tell the others about what I saw, somebody might know something.
By the time you guys get back to the apartment, the sun's getting very close to coming up.
Nothing.
Like maybe an hour.
I think I'm a.
He said, "Yeah, take a nap. Nap time.
Nap and nap.
Go to bed."
All right. And I think we are going to end session 0.